You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
Yes, welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. It's on the radar time before we get into this one, and it's a juicy one today. Make sure that you are liking the video, commenting, subscribing. Also, go and watch the Easy Quiz episode 2 with myself and Tegan. We put that out this morning. It's a good watch, put it that way. It's a funny watch. You know, it's something to take away from the seriousness of the transfer window, going into the new season, ups and downs of pre-season. Just watch that and switch off for 20. Well, watch it the whole way through, but just switch off mentally for 20 minutes. It's a good laugh, right? And if you want more, we can do more. Let us know what else you want to see. Also, go back and watch Hot Topics, the first one from the new studio with myself and Mario. And I should have some nice stuff on Saturday, Sunday for you as well from the game for Ukraine. I'm going to be there at Stamford Bridge. I'm going to do a match preview on the pitch, hopefully, for the following weekend. And yeah, I think Risa and Skirtle are playing as well. So I'll try my best for you guys to get that. But please make sure you're subscribing. Otherwise, it's all to waste. Not really, but you know what I mean. Right, let's get into this one. Andrè 30m, the Brazilian central defensive midfielder. The heat is on for this one. It's starting to get a little bit more serious now, right? We're hearing that Liverpool are about to make a £30 million bid for the Fluminense midfielder. They're expecting the bid, and they're adamant that the player won't leave until the end of the season, and have an agreement with the player and his management that he won't. That's from Victor Lessa, the journalist out in Brazil. So again, more reports coming in. I can give you a couple more sources on this one. But as things stand right now, obviously, after 2 rejected bids for Lavia, right now it seems like Liverpool are more focusing on the Fluminense midfielder Andr, right? Again, ESPN Brazil, Liverpool would be prepared to bid as much as £30 million for the Fluminense midfielder. Although there is nothing concrete, this is Fabrizio talking, there is nothing concrete in Liverpool's interest in André. I've been told in a very clear way that Fluminense want to keep the midfielder until at least January. Of course, there could be a deal set up where there's a pre-agreement and he joins in January. But again, these talks are heating up more than the Lavia talks at the minute. But as things stand, what we're seeing now is that Liverpool are looking to make that bid. But again, there could be some struggles, there could be some hurdles. Tim Vickery for Sky Sports News said Liverpool would struggle to sign André if Fluminense reach the quarter-finals of the Copa Libertadores. The final 8 of the competition takes place at the end of August, and the Brazilian side are desperate to keep the midfielder as long as they're in the tournament. And that's understandable. You know, if they're in a quarter-final, you know, the finals maybe in 3 weeks from now, you're going to want your best player or one of your best players to be starting that game. I don't blame them. But Liverpool could try and bully the move or get him in January is what we're hearing. So, yeah, Jorge Mendes is the agent, again, super agent to André. And again, he's looking for that move. Of course he is, as an agent. That would be a great deal for him. David Lynch also saying whilst Liverpool are exploring a deal for André, an arrival before January seems unlikely, with Fluminense reluctant to let the midfielder leave this summer. Again, the Lavia talks have gone totally quiet since the André talks popped up in the last day or two. And at the same time, is this a ploy from Liverpool? Is this saying to Southampton, which I don't actually think is the right tactic / will work, but they could say to them, listen, our attention is elsewhere now. We've given up on it. So again, I don't want to get too negative, but at the same time, we play just over a week from now, right? In the Premier League, first game of the season away at Chelsea. We still, in my opinion, need a midfielder, clearly. We've been linked with 2 in the last week heavily. And I would say after watching yesterday's performance, we would need a defender as well. I wanted to react a little bit to the game last night that we all saw. Great start. Loads of positives, by the way. You know, Luis Diaz getting his second goal of pre-season. A great goal from Gakpo. Another assist from Salah. So that's Diaz with 2 goals. Darwin, 4 goals, 1 assist. Salah, 1 goal, 6 assists. Unbelievable. 3 goals, 3 assists for Jota, and 2 goals, 1 assist for Cody Gakpo. We also saw Ben Doak. Unbelievable last night, right? So if he wasn't putting himself right in amongst it to be in the squad, Premier League squads, than he has now, because what he's shown in pre-season, there's nothing negative about any of it. So really excited to see how far he can go. Elliott came on and did really well, but again, they're 2 goals, which again, Alisson should have done better. Alisson isn't always exempt from criticism. There was a couple of errors last night. I think he could have saved the 4th goal. The kid couldn't believe he'd scored it when he did. And again, probably should have saved the 2nd goal. Matip got turned inside out by Serge Gnabry. And again, that they clearly aim for it. This is Tuchel playing for the win, obviously, but he knows how to play against Liverpool from his time at Chelsea. Not that he won many, but he knows to hit that channel between Matip and Trent. Now, a lot of questions have been asked about Matip and Trent defensively again last night. We just did a round table on DR Sports, and when it came to Liverpool, there was a question mark over the defence again. And yeah, listen, from last night, it doesn't fill you with massive confidence knowing that Mudryk is going to be tearing down that inside channel between Trent and Matip. And then again, who plays in the number 6? That's another big question next weekend. There's a lot to do, and I've said it a lot now, but there is still a lot to do. Do we hit the button on Jarrell and say he's our 5th, 4th choice centre-back, or who do we go out and buy? Because again, Klopp said, didn't he, last week, that there definitely will be a signing. So we can't now go back on our word and not get anyone. I do believe we still will. Listen, there's still 3.5 weeks till the window closes. But at the same time, we've got a game in 10 days. So we have to sort this shit out, quite frankly, ASAP, defensively and in the midfield. But again, I've said it on DR as well. You know, the longer that you wait, the longer that you don't get that signature on the contract, you're eating into their potential pre-season time and gelling with the squad, getting to know the players, getting to know the system. For someone like Andrè to come, I'm assuming you'd have to learn the language as well. He's only 22, I think, and I'm assuming doesn't speak English to a high level. So all of these things take time, and we haven't got that much time. That's the sad thing about it. If we had another 2 weeks of pre-season, I'd say, oh, listen, they could still get a week and a half in if we sign someone tomorrow. But as things stand, Andrè doesn't look like it will happen until January. They want to keep him until the end of the Copa. And at the minute, we've had 2 bids rejected for Lavia. So do we just go all in? We've heard journalists also say it's only one of those 2, not 2. Do we need a defender? Yes. You know, you're seeing Newcastle today get Livramento. Could we have gone in for him maybe and then sweeten the deal with Lavia as a backup right back / fullback? There's a lot of questions still, guys. But again, just to round it off, the Andrè chat has really intensified today, especially. And I think when you look at who's out there and how much time there is, the options are limited and the time is limited. So things need to happen. I'm expecting from Monday a lot more rumours, a lot more, potential signings. There has to be, when you've got a game on the Sunday. But also hoping that McAllister is fine. We saw him hobble off yesterday, which was a horrible sight to see. But I wanted to give you the update on that as well, because Jurgen Klopp did speak about it after the game last night. He was seen to go down with a knock, fairly innocuous. He underwent treatment on the pitch, and he kind of hobbled off into the dressing rooms, which is definitely not what you want to see. But thankfully, Klopp, though, did reveal that it is not serious and it was merely a precaution, which is always want to see. He said it was a knee on knee. He could have played on. The first information that I had, it was painful, and so it was clear we would change. There was no need to push him through, as we know. But when I spoke to him afterwards, he said everything was fine. We didn't want the risk. It was just a knee on knee, a bruise. It was fine. And again, nice header from Virgil yesterday. Gakpo with a great finish, as we saw as well. He's just impressing me game by game that goes on. So hopefully the midfield, unless Thiago rapidly improves his fitness and form in Melwood, obviously in Kirby, he stayed behind, didn't he? Hopefully all the players should be back, by the way, for the game on the weekend at Deepdale, which again we'll have a reaction to on Saturday for you. But time's ticking. But that midfield, I think it will be McAllister, Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones as things stand, unless something rapid changes or something mad happens. Until then, we don't know 100%, but that's what I'm going to go with. Let me know what your team prediction is now for Chelsea. Is it pretty much Matip out, Konate in, and the rest stays the same? Let me know. But hopefully McAllister's is just a precaution. Hopefully we've got no injuries. Touch wood, we still don't. I don't want to jinx anything. but how good is it to get through a proper pre-season without any injuries? Again, touching wood, please. Right, Andrè, links, reaction to the game last night. Anything else you'd like me to discuss, hit me up in the comments. Remember to go and watch the Easy Quiz episode 2. Should have some nice interviews with ex-players on Saturday for you from the game for Ukraine. And watch Hot Topics that we put out this week as well. So there you go, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Take care. All the best.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.